It's not a bite. It's not even a nibble. It's hardly a scratch.
You could get a
and it
small
wasn't a
kill.
zombie, frankly. I think Jessica was the one.
Yeah, okay.
Who bit me.
Okay.
I don't think it
we
was
all
a zombie,
saw
and I
you.
don't think I'm going to transform.
We saw it happen.
For as long as I want. And
No, you're
frankly, I think
literally gonna turn. It's gonna kill all
you
of
folks
us.
are a little bit gay, honestly.
It's not even a nibble. Stop with the fake news. It's frickin' Halloween.
Why do you want some brownie before you go to bed?
Come on, let me cut you a brownie while they're still hot.
Today, Hilary Swank reveals she's pregnant at 48 years old. What is going to happen now that Elon's Twitter deal is official? Tia Mowry announces divorce after 14 years of marriage, and Angelina drops more shocking abuse allegations against Brad Pitt. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics. It is Thursday, which means at midnight Eastern and 9 p.m. Pacific, for those of you subscribed to The Spillover on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, you will be the first ones to hear the latest episode. We decided to do CUTEservatives Choice this week. I had a few episodes in the bank, and I decided to see what you were in the mood for. This episode is an absolute slam dunk interview. There are tears, there is suspense, there is education, there is hope. It's now tied for my favorite episode I've ever done, along with Robert J. O'Neill last November. Your hint is binge Hulu's Dopesick if you haven't watched it yet. Really fun and surprising celebrity news. Hilary Swank announced she's pregnant with twins at 48 years old. She's been married to her entrepreneur husband, Philip Schneider, since 2018.
We hear that you have something that you'd like to share with folks.
Yeah, I do, and I'm so happy to share it with you and with America right now. This is something that I've been wanting for a long time, and my next thing is I'm gonna be a mom.
Woo!
I'm gonna be a mom, and not just of one, but of two.
Oh, really?
Yeah!
Oh my gosh!
I can't believe it.
We probably should have led with that. That seems like a...
Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Thank you,
How are
and
you
it's
feeling?
so
Good.
nice to be able to talk about it and share it. And
Assuming it's far enough along that it's, or that it's far enough along
yes,
that
I can share it.
that you can share.
And this is like, I'm
my
sharing it right now. I'm saying it for the first time.
You know, it's so great that you're sharing it.
Thank
We're
you.
Not hearing it from
Yes.
anyone else but from you. And that's how you roll.
Control the
Thank you.
messaging.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with our audience. It means a lot.
You're gonna love it.
I'd love to know if any CUTEservatives had a geriatric pregnancy, or if you were the product of one and how old. I have no idea if Hilary did IVF or if it's natural or anything, but that's very exciting for Hilary. My favorite movie of hers has always been P.S. I Love You. I think it's her best.
Name a scene in a movie that made your standards for love absolutely too high.
Hey, baby. Surprise. I know this probably feels a little bit morbid, but I just hate the idea that I'm not going to be there to see you freak out over turning 30. I mean, it kills me not to be there. That's funny.
It's not.
Okay. No, it's not. You're going to be so impressed. I have a plan, baby. Can you believe it? I've written you letters. Letters that will be coming to you all sorts of ways. Now, I thought I'd wait until your birthday because I figured you weren't even stepping out of the house for a while. Letter number 1 will be arriving tomorrow. Now, you must do what I say, okay? Okay? And don't try to figure out how the letters are coming. It's too brilliant and it'll ruin my plan. Just go along with me.
The deal for Elon Musk to buy Twitter is back on. You may have noticed your Twitter followers dropping like flies as they get rid of all the fake bots in preparation for his takeover. The progressives are quaking because free speech is about to be back.
This is hell.
So what happens now? Well, nothing for probably like 6 months or so because they have to finalize and close the deal. Then Elon's going to have them get rid of every last bot so we can see who's actually real on Twitter. The canceled will be uncanceled. President Trump will probably be unsuspended, but I don't think he's gonna rejoin. The misinformation department will be, in my prediction, completely disbanded, cease to exist. And then Twitter will truly be back to the wild, wild west of social media like the good old days. A girl can hope, at least. course, this week, Tim Dillon fires his beloved producer, the fan favorite Ben Avery, from his podcast, then Giselle and Tom, and now Tia Mowry and Corey Hardrick after 14 years of marriage. Guys, we barely be breathing over here. Can we please catch a break?
Fix it. Fix it. Fix it.
In divorce papers filed on October 3rd and obtained by E! News, Tia cited irreconcilable differences as the reason for separation. She also requested for legal and physical joint custody of their children, son Cree, who's 11, and daughter Cairo, 4, and asked to terminate the court's ability to award spousal support, citing a premarital agreement. Tia and Corey first got together when they were filming Sister Sister.
Damn!
The internet is torn up over this announcement, and I think everyone's shock speaks to how well these two handled their marriage. No one knew that there was trouble until the divorce announcement. I swear, like a month or two ago, she was still posting like he was the love of her life on her Instagram. I guess this just goes to show once more that social media is an illusion and nobody is ever as happy as they make it seem. This is me scheming right now to get these two back together. We knew the claws were about to come out in this winery lawsuit between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, and boy did it ever. Angelina Jolie finally shared the details of what happened on that infamous 2016 flight with Brad and her kids that ultimately broke the camel's back for their marriage. According to E! News, as well as the countersuit, a dispute on the plane started when Brad Pitt accused the actress of being too differential to their kids, and that Jolie's team stated in documents that Pitt attempted to get physical with one of their kids after the child came to Jolie's defense. When one of the children verbally defended Jolie, Brad Pitt lunged at his own child, and Jolie grabbed him from behind to stop him. To get Jolie off his back, Pitt threw himself backwards into the airplane seats, injuring Jolie's back and elbow. The children rushed in and all bravely tried to protect each other. The document went on to say that before it was over, Pitt choked one of the children and struck another in the face. Some of the children pleaded with Pitt to stop. They were all frightened. Many were crying. And then apparently, once the family landed and was at the airport, Angelina told Brad she was taking their children to the hotel, and according to the countersuit, Brad proceeded to scream at his then wife and pushed her down yet again. I believe Angelina that all of this happened. Her kids have backed it up. They haven't been seen with Brad since. They were all clearly traumatized. We all know that he was an addict, and he's admitted that he got clean after this. What I don't get is why he is suing her for this stupid winery, knowing all of this would get dredged up again. Like, I'm pretty sure that she tried to sell the winery to him for 50-something million and he declined. That seems stupid to me now, but what do I know? I'm just a worm.
Typical.
If you believe President Trump was bitten by a vampire, heart this episode, thumbs it up, comment who you think the biter was, and make it good. DM this episode to 3 people, say Happy Halloween with a vampire emoji, and click the save button. Watch Hulu's Dope Sick if you have it in preparation for this week's episode of The Spillover. I am serious. It's only a couple episodes long. It won tons of Emmys. It is absolutely imperative. We are actually going to be back on Wednesday next week at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Long story short, I was supposed to be going out of town to speak at a school. Something fell through. It didn't happen. My entire team planned to have time off during that time and plan trips and all the stuff for the long weekend. And so we basically are going to be off till Wednesday. So I'm so sorry. That wasn't exactly the original plan, but it is just what happened. And then you have Columbus Day and blah, blah, blah. So we'll see you Wednesday. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm AlexClark, and this is POPlitics.
Clearly, POPlitics is best served visually, but you can also listen to POPlitics if you just want the audio. Subscribe to us anywhere you get your podcasts: Apple, Spotify, iHeart, TuneIn, and more. Also, make sure that if you are listening to the podcast version, you leave us a 5-star review. And don't forget, subscribe to POPlitics on YouTube.